You better be ready for this week's episode of Meet in the Middle.
Did you fall for an April Fool? Check out some of these downright clever pranks.
Hyundai, they introduced the Mobilette, and it was a self-driving toilet, and it was designed to meet people's bathroom needs on the go.
Oh, leave it out.
Leave it out, Darren. In this week's confessionals, you've got a friend in me takes on a whole different meaning.
I'm a massive fan of Toy Story and managed to get my hands on all the toys, and they are currently placed on my shelf above my bed. I managed to pull this hot blonde girl. She then leans over to me and seductively whispers in my ear, me with.
Oh my god!
And that isn't even the half of it. So give it a listen.
Oh Jesus, he's falling around the gap.
Do you think I'd come up the line in a bubble?
I know where I'm putting Debbie's sauce.
Hang on, can I submit my confession?
Welcome back to Meet in the Middle, the podcast where British and Irish banter collide, bringing you chaotic laughs, bizarre confessions, and questionable life advice. I'm joined by Rachel, who after last week can only be described as beautiful crazy. Next up, we've got Danny, who will ask to take you on a midnight ride. Then we've got James, a cowboy riding on a white horse into the sunset. And then there's myself, Jake, working off that Tennessee whiskey from last night. How are we all doing?
Great. Episode 64.
Yeah, and I thought we'd just carry on that little country feel. So anyone that is listening at home or watching, see if you can spot the lyrics to them songs. Little game to play along
very
with.
Clever.
Beautiful crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tennessee whiskey. What was the other two?
Midnight
Wait,
Ride.
horse, I got-
Yeah, Midnight
Yeah.
Ride. One of your favourites,
I
Danny?
do love a midnight ride, not gonna lie.
And the song
Danny.
James hasn't stopped singing all weekend.
True. It's
White
stuck
horse.
in my I was about to say it's stuck in me horse. It's stuck in me head.
Oh my god, it feels so good to laugh.
I know. Last week, I'm still laughing over last week's episode. I hope the listeners enjoyed it as much as we did.
I've been literally watching that clip of Rachel on repeat, and I'm literally, honestly, I'm wetting myself. You know when like someone's laugh is so infectious that it just tickles you.
Mhm.
I love
thank
it.
you, darling.
It reminds me. Do you remember that woman that was in her car and she found that mask of like, what's that thing from? Yes,
Chewbacca.
and it's just
Oh,
such
yeah.
a feel good like clip. That's
Yeah.
Rachel's clip for me. Just watching her trying to hold in this laugh and then just letting it out. Oh, I love it.
But it's the same for you, Danny. Like your laugh absolutely sends me. Whenever you start, I'm gone. Like we both send each other off. Like
Everybody says that about my laugh. They're like, "Oh my god, I love your laugh," and I listen to it back and I'm like, "Oh my god, I look like a rat when I
No.
laugh." And it's like,
no. it makes everybody laugh.
I feel like my
The
last
wheeze.
so,
It's the wheeze as well. He's got a wheeze. Yeah, like that sends me west.
How's your face been, Rach, after last week? Because those faces you were pulling,
My
I'm
face
surprised
is
you've not
back
got
to
face
normal.
ache.
Yeah, you've done a face
know, yeah.
workout last week. Have you got rid of your Tourette's? Is that gone now?
It's gone. It's in the past
cleared
now.
up.
Yeah, it's that condition was at the doctor's this week and they said it's signed off.
Well, it might creep back in throughout the episode, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It might come
Your
back.
man
yeah.
claps like
We
Louis
shall
Walsh.
see.
I pissed myself.
and Links Africa.
Your man,
Oh,
where's
my
Links
God.
Africa?
I know,
No, your mask got turkey teeth and worse like that.
keeping it relevant.
But I forgot so many other little things, like the stuff that we have, like not inside jokes, but just little sayings that we would say that people would know. And I forgot some of them that just completely went out of my head, and I just developed Tourette's.
Yeah. I had a couple of
It
dad
was
jokes
funny.
as well, but they're soon gone after. But I'm rubbish at telling a punchline. But
Oh,
we'll save that
so
for
funny.
the next one that we do.
And I'm raging. I found a load of like dad joke or pun jokes afterwards, and I think I threw a few of them at you throughout the week. Like I think one of them was, did you hear that Stevie Nicks was engaged to William Shatner, but she called it off because she didn't want to be called Stevie Shatner Nicks.
You should have used those.
No, hindsight is
Oh.
2020.
It's always after something you think of something better, though, don't you? But we had that episode was brilliant, and I think that's one of the best ones yet.
Do go and
So,
have a listen
well
to
done.
last week's. It's a corker. It's a good one.
Well, I tell you something I did this week. You know how impulsive I am and easily subjective. Have you seen that TikTok, it's going around on Facebook and TikTok of the Dubai chocolate?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually got a bar of it today.
What's it like?
Oh, have
Did
you
you?
tried it?
Yeah, it was actually really good. It was like kind of like a little bit like a Kinder Bueno, Kinder surprise type.
Oh, I love a
flavour
Kinder
of it.
Bueno.
But yeah, it was really.
It's so
definitely-
viral.
Yeah, it's like I think it was like €7 for a bar of it.
Ouch.
Serious.
Yeah.
There's actually people on TikTok, like TikTokers and that, going to Dubai actually just to get the stuff, and then they're tasting all these different bars and bringing them back and like giving them to people to try. And I'm like,
I'd say it's next level from
it's
Dubai.
so viral.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a Cadbury's caramel any day
No,
over that.
If it's good,
I'm yet to try one.
I like Kinder Bueno. Anything with like hazelnut, that kind of Lindt chocolate, Ferrero Rocher.
Is it
Yeah, you would love
pistachio?
it.
in
Yeah,
it?
it's
I
pistachio
love
and
pistachio.
hazelnut, I think. It's like when you break it
think
off,
when you
it's just
open it,
like
it's all
green.
gooey.
Yeah, it's all what? Ghee?
It's all
I
gooey.
think so, gooey.
Gooey. No, gooey. And apparently, there's a trick as well. If you stick it in the microwave for a couple of seconds, and it makes it even
Ooh.
more nicer.
Yeah,
gooey.
I heard you're not supposed to
So,
put it
yeah.
in the fridge. It's supposed to be eaten at room temperature.
Okay.
I
Mm.
love chocolate.
Well, maybe we should do the Dubai challenge and come back next week and
Let's
have a
do
bar
it.
each
Let
and
us know if you want us to do
do a
it.
taster.
Okay, so I think we shall crack on and let's get them last rolling because we can laugh this week. Okay, this week we've had April Fools, haven't we? Did anyone fall foul of an April
No.
Fool's?
No,
You kind of like
No?
expect it now. So you kind of like everything you
Yeah.
see, you're like, oh, I know it's April Fool's, so I know it's probably going to be bullshit.
it's April.
Actually, I did get caught out
Yeah.
on one. There was up on Flight Scanner. They had a Concorde, and then I seen a load of articles saying that the Concorde took flight for the first time since 2003, and I thought they were bringing it back. So
Okay.
they got me with that. Is this Jake's? Have
Oh,
you
you-
heard?
You've fallen part of my segment. Thanks, James.
Oh.
You've shopped it.
Oh, this
Oh,
is-
no.
Thank you.
We're just sowing seeds.
Well, Jake,
I know.
tell us more. Tell us.
Well, I thought, similar to last year, I'd do an April Fool's roundup of all the top stories that have been fallen foul of April Fools. And obviously, if anyone at home has fallen foul to these, like James nicking my Flight Radar Concorde story, let us know.
Radar.
You can you can DM us at podcast.meetinthemiddle or email us meet@inthemiddlepodcast.co.uk. So the first one that I have is Rascals singing nappies. So there's a baby brand called Rascals, I believe in America, and they said that they were producing a new range of nappies called the singing nappies that would play a jingle whenever they detected moisture.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so you didn't have
I
to
think that's
rely
a
on the
really
baby
good
to
idea.
Yeah.
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 And it would play a little musical tune. I don't know what it would be, but if it was Baby Shark, then they'd be straight out that window.
Oh, no.
But it would be
Not
like
Baby Shark.
be classed as like a smart nappy. But obviously, it seemed quite true. So I'd imagine that quite a few people would have fallen for that. But I'm sure that there was many that did fall foul of that because it does seem quite realistic in this modern day and age that you'd have smart nappies. But the next one that we do have is a bit closer to home, and I'm sure we're all a fan of a waffle. So Bird's Eye,
potato waffle.
they're not just waffles, it was waff holes. So Bird's Eye claims to be launching a new snack called potato waff holes. And it
Well,
yeah,
Sorry,
So
I
the
know
waffles-
there's a pun there, but it just sounds like you have a speech impediment.
what
Because you always go like yesterday, it's like waff holes.
Yesterday I had waffles.
But the thing is, though, what they said they were going to produce was the holes from the waffles, and you would sell them as a separate product, which is genius. Because can you remember when Polos did the holes?
Yeah, but that's just
Yes.
that's just
fair.
little mini hash browns, basically, isn't it? Little cubes of
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah, well, it is, but it's quite
No, it's
genius. I'm sure there would be people that would buy them because I know
You
there's
be-
a certain donut brand that do donut holes, don't they? That you can buy the actual smaller bits that would supposedly been cut out of the donut.
But they're not cut out.
So
Are they not like wound around into a circle? It's not like it's a
Wound around. Sorry, that.
Yeah, it's not like a
It's
hole
like a
punch.
disc, and they spin it around. They wound it around.
So can you get the bits that
Yeah, they're
You can get it down.
or the hole?
yeah.
Yeah, but not, obviously not the waff holes because it's an April Fool.
Waffles.
I am.
You're like
Oh,
the-
that's
Fancy
tickled
the
me.
waff hole.
You're like, you're like the little kid out of Meet the Fockers. Asshole.
Oh,
Holes.
ash hole.
The next one that we had that James kindly stole from me was the Flight Radar 24 Concorde revival. And like James said, that they claimed the flight number AF9999 was the most tracked flight of the day.
99999.
Yeah.
Why,
And James was one
why
of them.
did Concorde actually stop? I never actually knew why it stopped.
I think it was cost and probably safety issues.
I think
'cause
it was
there a
more
few
safety, yeah.
issues, wasn't there?
Really? My nan
Yeah.
flew Concorde.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Where did she go?
I don't know. America, maybe?
Aye, that sounded like a joke.
I know,
Oh,
jokes
My
are
nan
going.
flew
No, my
Concorde.
nan
It just sounded
has-
like something.
has flown on Concorde.
So the Concorde retired in 2003, and this was due to a combination of factors, including extremely high operating costs, restrictions on supersonic flight over land due to noise, and the devastating 2000 Air France Concorde crash, which significantly damaged
Oh.
public confidence.
Oh,
So that is why.
Mm.
But it
Okay.
was crazy, wasn't it? Like the flight from London to New York took 3.5 hours.
wow.
Yeah.
That is wow.
Wow.
That is really quick.
I'm sure there'll be another plane that I know they're talking about that, aren't they? Where it's going to be another plane that you can fly from London to Sydney in it's like ridiculously quick time. So we'll see how that happens. But the next April Fool that we have is down to the four-wheel kind. So Hyundai, they introduced the Mobilette, and it was a self-driving toilet.
I'll leave it out.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was-
Leave it at Darren.
And it was designed to meet people's bathroom needs on the go. So it was said to feature facial recognition to ensure only the right user had access, and ambient lighting and noise cancelling technology for privacy and relaxation. We could have played your relaxing tape in there, Danny, from last
Could have
week.
done it.
No, we couldn't have.
Even though that was an April Fool's prank, haven't Tesla released a drivable desk chair now? Is it? I'm pretty sure it's
Oh, I
Tesla.
don't know.
That where like
Really?
you can actually drive around in your office on your chair.
It's reminded me of those videos. Have you seen the ones of like it's a sofa and it's just like driving down the motorway? It's like a 3-seater sofa.
Like a Mr. Bean type thing.
Oh my god.
And they wanted, so obviously the thing that you didn't have with the sofa, Hyundai wanted an app-based booking system, so you could summon the Mobilette wherever you were and whenever
But
you
you
needed
could
it.
never do
So if
that.
you're in the office,
Because you never know when you need to take a shit. Sometimes it just comes
Well,
on.
You can't
So you wouldn't be able to
you can't
book
exactly,
it.
No, you can't exactly
Oh
pre-book
my
that.
God.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need one at 7 p.m. I'll put the order in now.
who knows? Everyone has the triggers.
Oh god.
The next one that I have is the Royal Albert Hall's Nokia 3310 experience. So the Royal Albert Hall advertised a special event celebrating the Nokia 3310 and the famously indestructible mobile phone from the early 2000s. I'm sure we all had one, and
Yeah.
the battery would last forever.
Yeah.
I've still got 20% on it.
So that yeah, still in the
Probably worth
drawer.
a bit of money, maybe.
I'd
Yeah.
say so, yeah.
But highlights of the event supposedly included the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra performing Nokia's classic ringtones, including the iconic Nokia tone, and a giant interactive snake game, which was similar to what came pre-installed on the phone. Yeah,
Snake.
I'm sure
Love
there's
a
a
bit of
gap in the
snake.
market for
But
ringtones.
see, some of these are
Oh,
really
yeah.
good ideas. Like, I bet you
Yeah.
if the
Yeah.
Royal Albert Hall did do that, I bet you people would buy tickets for it.
I'd go.
Would you?
A bit of nostalgia.
I
wouldn't
would.
it?
I 100% would go to that.
Really?
I'm a tech nerd. I remember when I was younger, when smartphones just came out, like your Sony Ericsson phones and stuff like that. And if my friend got a new phone I didn't touch before, I haven't seen, I'd ask, can I have a look at it and go straight into the settings just to see what the settings were like. So yeah, I'd definitely go to that.
All right, Techie, you've mentioned that a good few times now.
At least are listening.
I am.
The next one that I have takes us back to our childhood, Dick and Dom, and now they're splitting up.
I love Dick
I
and
used to work with
Dom.
Dom's brother. Yes.
Oh, did
I can't
you?
remember his
Little
name.
claim to fame.
We're name dropping.
when I
We're
was in
name
shopping
dropping.
TV. Yeah.
TV. Sorry.
Correct is back.
So it's coming back.
It's not.
But yeah, they joked that they'd grown apart and that was it. They were going to split up for good. But that was only an April Fool. So our childhood dreams are back on. And the final one that I do have is City Cruises UK had announced that they were giving out river-scented perfumes.
Ew.
River.
So, City Cruises UK announced the launch of 2 fragrances inspired by the rivers of London and York.
Damn
Piss.
No thanks.
That smell of the Thames coming up.
Oh, the Thames.
Nah. Could you imagine the smell of the river lagging? Nah.
Oh, no one would want that.
Do you think I come up the bottle in a lagging and a bottle? No.
We could do
Definitely
we could
not.
do another commercial and get you on it like the one we did for the mug. No harm to you.
This smells like the river lagging.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't want to smell
no.
like a river.
Definitely
that-
not.
That was my roundup of this year's April Fool's
Nice.
stories.
I think I mentioned
Oh.
last week's April Fool's stories. Remember, like the 3 of you have been to Dublin, so you know the spire, the big spike in the middle of centre
Yeah.
town. In the papers
Yeah.
one year, I think it was on the Metro and the Herald, that Dublin woke up to find that the spire was mysteriously vanished. And there was the front page of the paper, and there was a big hole in the middle of the ground where it stood. But it was a big, massive April Fool's. But the amount of people that
The
believe
Black
it.
Abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Welcome back to Oh No She Didn't with your weekly dose of dirty dilemmas and saucy solutions.
Is this new?
Yes.
Oh no, she
You're back.
didn't.
You're back with Rachel, your agony aunt. Yeah, it's a little bit of a twist. Oh no, she didn't.
Oh,
Something different. Yeah.
love it.
We'll get down to the dirt and grime. So I have a few stories for you. The first one is the Great Anal Bead Escape.
Oh my god.
Dear Agony Aunt Rachel, I bought anal beads for the first time. Thought I was ready, lit candles, put on Barry White, got halfway in, panicked, sneezed, and shot them across the room like a fleshy party popper. My dog thought it was fetch time. He proudly brought them back, drool and all, to my date sitting in the living room.
Oh.
I haven't been able to look at either of them in the eye since.
She needs to play a bit of Marvin Gaye after because she needs a bit of sexual healing.
How much
Oh
lube
my
did she
God.
have on those for them to shoot out?
Well, she had a bit more after the dog.
Oh my.
Oh,
Well, they've got a talented pup there anyway. A story that deserves its own Netflix special, maybe.
A
Get new
fleshy
beads, maybe hide them.
Party popper.
oh.
I think we found a new Sticky Vicky.
Maybe the dog's got a new toy as well.
Yeah.
Dog toys are questionable.
It just
But
reminds
the dog
who
a treat?
knows?
It reminds me of that video. Did you ever see it of the 2 kids that run into the mom's room with her big, massive dildo? And he's like, wobbly, wobbly sausage!
Yes.
Running around the room.
Oh yes, we've seen that. Oh,
Mortifying. Oh my lord.
well, let's keep these stories running because this is another great one. This one's called The Slippery Situation. Dear Agony Aunt Rachel, I was feeling spicy. Decided to surprise my guy in a lacy red number and coconut oil everywhere. I straddled him and went for it, but I didn't realise the oil made the sheets deadly. I slipped mid-thrust, did a half spin in the air, and landed on my nightstand with a bottle of lube wedged up my back.
Oh.
He climaxed from laughing, and I climaxed from the impact.
Win-win.
Oh, I have no idea. Like, can I just have
No.
images of...
Listen, they both got off on it. So
Climaxing as you laugh. I can't even picture that.
try it next time.
Oh.
Really? Would you actually try
You're
that?
laughing while doing your business.
Doing your business. Well, it might be an Olympic sport or something.
I would definitely
What,
watch
as well
the
with the anal
Olympics if
beads as
that
well?
was one of them.
Ejaculating.
Jack, you're laughing.
A sex-themed Olympic sport.
Anal bead shot put as well.
Oh my god.
I think we just
Anyway.
discovered a new game. Limp sex. The Olymp sex. No. We will work on that one.
Oh, these are really interesting this week. But this next one's called the Zoom-gasm.
Oh.
Dear Agony Aunt Rachel, I was working from home and feeling quite extra stressed. So I grabbed my toy, went for a cheeky little lunchtime special. Oh, forgot my camera was still on from the Zoom meeting. I didn't notice until I looked up and saw 6 horrified faces and
No.
one intervened, giving me the thumbs up.
Oh,
I am now that girl in the office chat.
Oh no.
You are kidding
Like-
me.
Quit.
Yeah.
I've seen like jokey videos of that, but that
that's bad.
oh.
Left their camera on.
And someone gave the
she wanted
thumbs
to relate,
up.
She got it. Yeah. Someone intervened and was like,
It certainly wasn't HR.
No.
You're doing great, sweetie.
oh my god. Could you imagine?
No.
Well,
No.
maybe put a sock over the webcam next time or
Or close your laptop.
Yeah, turn the lens cap
Yeah.
on.
Oh, dear Lord.
Talking from a man of experience there, James.
Well, I am set up in my bedroom with a camera pointed right at my bed, so
See, this is where technology is dangerous.
very dangerous. Don't
Yeah.
do this at home. No, I'm only joking.
No, do not.
Well, if you want to hear more of these filthy disasters, please send them in to meet@inthemiddlepodcast.co.uk or our Instagram, podcast.meetinthemiddle.
Okay, my darlings, it is time for.
what the fuck?
Yes, that's right. What the Fact, where we uncover the truth behind some of life's most puzzling questions. That's right. But the answer, of course, is more elusive than you think, because I, of course, like to throw in some bullshit answers to try and throw you off. Your job is simple. Give me the correct answer and play along if you're watching or listening as well. So, are you ready, darlings, for...
What
Yes.
the fuck?
All right.
Yes, let's go.
Here we go. I want to know, what is a Molly Duker? Molly Duker. MOLLYDOOKER. Molly Duker. Is it A, a metallic piece of jewelry worn like rings over the fingers?
Oh.
Could it be A?
It's not what you expected, was it, James?
I'm waiting.
Is it B, a small but powerful vibrating ball that is used for pleasuring the minge? Could be. Is it C, a person who is left-handed? Is it C? Or is it D, a type of duck that you'll find in Highfields Park Lake in Nottingham? That's D.
Ooh. Well, when
Ooh.
you mentioned the left-handed option, me and Rachel both nodded our head because we're both left-handed and never heard of it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yes,
We
of
both
course
shook our
you
head.
are, yes.
But-
So I'll give you them again.
Mm-mm.
Is it A, a metallic piece of jewellery worn like rings over the fingers? A Molly Duker? Is it a small but powerful vibrating ball that is used for pleasuring the minge? Is it C, a person who is left-handed? Or is it D, a type of duck that you'll find in Highfields Park Lake in Nottingham? Do you know where that is, Jake?
Yeah, I do,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, and is there any of those?
Hey up, me
Like
duck.
ducky ducks?
There's
Aye.
plenty of ducks.
Plenty of ducks in Nottingham.
Quack, quack.
Molly Duker.
Oh,
Here, can I ask you something? Have you ever been to a duck do?
A duck do?
A duck do.
Yeah.
No.
No, darling.
What's that?
I've
No?
never been to a duck do. What the fuck is that?
Do you not know what a duck do
No, what
is?
is it?
Is it like a duck party?
Doctor.
No, do you not know what a duck do is?
No, what
Like,
is
does
it?
a duck do?
Oh, what a...
Quack quack.
What was the spelling
Nice.
on Dookie? Was it Molly Dookie? What was it?
Molly
Molly
Duker.
Duker.
MOLLYDOOKER.
Okay.
Right, I know what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go with the ring thing.
You're going to go with
the
A,
jewelry.
the metallic piece of jewellery worn like rings over the fingers. Okay? That's Rachel's gone with A. Boys?
I think I'll go with the Nottingham Duck.
Okay. So James is going to go with D, a type of duck you'll find
He's only doing that so he doesn't have to copy me.
in Highfields Park
I'm gonna-
Lake in Nottingham.
I'm going to go. I reckon it's probably slang term for a left-handed person.
So Jake is
No.
going to go with C, a person who is left-handed. Okay, you've all gone for
'Cause of-
different ones, but you didn't go for B. A small but powerful
don't tell me,
vibrating
don't.
ball that is used for pleasuring the minge.
A Molly Duker? So is that
A
just
Molly
then I'm
Duker.
gonna be-
Surely you've got a Molly Duker in
Right.
your drawer.
Guys! How very dare
Well, I
you!
can tell you that it's not B. It is not a small but powerful vibrating ball that's used for pleasuring the minge.
Good. Tick it off the list.
So, Rachel, you went with A. A metallic piece
Yeah.
of jewellery worn like rings over the fingers
Mm-hmm.
is not the right answer. I made it up
Okay.
because I can. Unlucky. Is it a type of duck you'll find in Highfields Park Lake in Nottingham? Is not the right answer, I'm afraid. It is, in
It's a
fact,
left-handed
Do you
person.
always get these?
it is, in fact, Australian slang for a left-handed person, a Molly
Molly
Duker.
Oh, there you go.
So if
I
you
didn't know
were
that.
a Molly Duker, you were considered doubtful, clumsy, or awkward. And of course,
Sometimes.
left-handed. Yeah. So although it was used as
Yeah.
slang in Oz, its actual origins take us back to London slang in the early to middle part of the 19th century. Now, one theory
Okay.
is that it comes from dukes. You know, like put your dukes up, your hands,
okay.
basically. But an older slang term for the hand was actually fork, and I think we all get why it was called fork because it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like a fork.
Fork off.
So Cockney rhyming slang then converted fork into Duke of York, your fork, Duke of York.
Ah.
And so,
Ah.
by the usual process of abbreviation, it got abbreviated to just Duke. The other half, the first part of Molly Duker, Molly, was actually a word to describe an effeminate male. So anybody left-handed was basically a bit queer in at least one respect.
Sorry.
James, have you something to tell us?
Quick, Danny's telling.
So that is Molly Duker. Today, Molly Duker is actually a family-owned winery in the McLaren Vale region of South Australia, known for its full-bodied, fruit-driven wines, particularly a Shiraz and a Cabernet Sauvignon, and the Molly Duker Shake preservation method. So,
Do the Harlem Shake, do the Molly Duker.
so
Shake.
you
Could
and
you-
Rachel and James, you are Molly Dukers.
Well,
We're left-handed.
So well done,
I think-
Jake.
I think I
Thank
spoke
you.
on the podcast
Woo.
before about it, that in Ireland it was a sign of the devil back in the day. And teachers used to whip it out of you.
Really?
Yeah, like I've got friends with parents that were left-handed that now write with their right hand because the teachers whipped them out of it every time they were writing with their left. And now they, to this day, write
Yeah.
with their right.
Well, there was like the ink pens. You know the ink. Do you remember the ink cartridges and stuff with the
Yeah,
little
The
tiny
refills.
tips?
Yeah, fountain
Yeah, the
pens,
refill ones. Like, but there's like years ago when you had to dip the ink. You know,
quill.
for writing. If you were left-handed and you wrote obviously from left to right with your left hand, you smudged the
Yeah.
ink and you used to get whipped and hit for it or like caned for it, basically. So yeah, we're now Molly
You are
Dukers.
Molly Dukers.
Lefties.
James, you're a
Hmm.
big Molly Duker. So I hope you found that interesting. That was, of course, my lovely segment called.
What the fuck?
So I hope you enjoyed that. And join me for another What the Fuck next week.
Guess what time it is? It's quiz time, and that's right, I'm your quiz queen this week. So, can I hear your buzzers, guys? Let's hear yours, Jake.
Okay, I'm going for.
This one time at band camp?
Oh, what's that from? Is that American Pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of a retro classic.
James, have you got yours ready?
Fiona, is that a ghost behind you?
What's that?
Fiona, bloody hell,
Oh, is that
what the
TikTok?
fuck was that?
Have you not seen
What is that?
You
TikTok
must
live?
remember that.
There's a
We had it
medium.
on the episode a few.
Yeah, there was a
back,
medium
didn't we?
on TikTok Live, and she was due. She was on she had a guest spot with like another woman, and in the background was her daughter. But the silhouette of her from the light coming in made her look like a silhouette, and she thought it was a ghost.
No?
Yeah.
Fiona, is that a ghost behind you?
No, it's my daughter.
No, I've never seen that. And lastly but not least, Danny, let's hear your buzzer. Oh,
I don't know what that's from, but I like it.
No,
I think you do.
it sounds
Yeah, it's
like
got a
it's
good
sort
tune.
of we'll not even go there. We all know what that's from, eh? Okay, so 5 questions, 4 answers, only 1 answer is correct. And please remember, listen to the full question and answers before buzzing in, because it's a chance to get a point.
So wait, we're not allowed buzzing until we hear all the answers.
No, I'm just saying, you always jump the gun and buzz
Okay,
in,
but it's still an
and
option.
then you don't listen.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a delay on
Well,
my
it's up to
buzzer, so I
you.
have to come
Oh,
in.
here we go.
No excuses, and I'm taking points this week. Taking
Oh,
accountability. So, first question, are we ready?
Yes.
yeah.
Fingers on buzzers. What's illegal to do while riding a cow in Scotland?
Fiona,
A,
is that a ghost?
I feel like I know this.
James?
Well,
Is
you've
it-
got to come in now.
oh,
Is it?
You got to answer.
Yeah, I know. Is it
Gotta give me an
is it
answer.
hold a sword?
I'm sorry, that's not right.
Oh, good guess, though.
Oh, what a
I
shame.
thought that, well, yeah, that's
I'm going
true.
to wait until I
maybe.
can hear the options.
You're welcome.
Okay, so options. A, sing karaoke. B, be drunk. C, wear flip-flops. And D, oh, Danny?
I'm going to go with flip-flops.
I'm sorry, Danny. That's not the right answer.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Jake's got free
Jake, do you want to
run.
hear the last answer?
Yeah, I'll have a listen to the last answer.
So D was eat cheese.
Oh, I think I know the answer to this one now.
So,
I'm
yeah,
going to go for B, the one being drunk and riding a cow.
that is the correct answer, Jake. You get
I
a
didn't hear a
point.
cow. I just heard, like, be drunk. And I thought that's too obvious because, of course, that you can't be drunk. So you can't be drunk riding a cow.
No,
Yeah.
it's illegal in Scotland.
That reminds me.
I don't
I
know
think,
about other
sober and ride a
countries.
cow.
I think we've covered this on another episode of Weird Laws, where I think it's in Utah or Ohio. It's illegal to put a cow in a bath.
Oh, my
Remember that?
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. I remember talking about
Yeah.
that. Actually, we did.
I'm hoping that's not one of your questions, Rach.
Never know.
Hi,
Stranger
Nye,
things
Brian
have
Clyde.
I don't
happened.
remember that, but maybe I wasn't
Oh,
on the
shut up.
podcast at that point.
No, you were still in
Well.
an imagination back then, Danny.
Mm.
You weren't even thought of yet. No, I'm joking.
You were still swimming.
We love you. Okay, figures on buzzers. Question number 2. What's the record number of hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes? Is it A, 35, B, 50, C, 76?
Fiona, is that a ghost?
Oh, James?
What was the third option? 76?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going with that.
that is the correct answer.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that was me.
So yeah, 76, and it's by Joey Chestnut.
Oh, that
Here?
old chestnut.
That old chestnut. I've no idea who he is. You can go and do your research on that one. But yeah, 76 hot dogs in 10
That's a lot
minutes.
of
Now.
sausage.
Yeah.
A lot of sausage.
Mm.
A lot of buns.
Wonder did he have any sauce on
To make it go down easier.
it? Yeah.
He tried using sauce,
Okay.
but then it took him too long to catch up.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, here we go. He's got the dad jokes going. So we've got James with 1 point, Jake with 1 point, and Danny with nothing.
Surprise,
Danny, let's
surprise.
get on the board. Okay. Question number 3. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? Is it A, cat, B, goose, C, chimpanzee, or D, llama? Danny?
Go
This
with
is
a
just
cat.
subjective.
A cat, because they are bastards.
Okay. James and Jake?
Where'd you get this question from? This is subjective. There's no scientific answer for this.
you
It's,
sure
it's
about
cats.
that?
It's got to be cats.
Okay, we'll give your answer then, James.
Well,
Since
you
you've...
have to tell Danny if he's right or not.
No, I'll decide whenever everybody
Well,
gives me
it's
an
not
answer for
goose
this
because
one.
they're silly. They're silly gooses. Chimpanzee.
Okay, well, what's your answer?
Chimpanzee.
And why is it a chimpanzee?
Because there's no sense, rhyme, or reason to this. I'm just picking an animal.
Suspended disbelief, James.
All right. Jake, what do you think it is?
What was the last option?
Llama.
So, a llama?
I'll probably go for
No,
the
it's not
llama.
a llama.
Why? Have you got any answer or
'Cause
reason
I
for
love
it?
the drama.
What a
the little drama
stupid
llama.
fucking question.
Well, I'm going to give Danny the point
Yes!
because he said the bastards, and there was no real answer to that, and let's argue it out. So I'm the quiz master, I'm the quiz
Horse
queen,
What?
and this week I'm giving
Thank
Danny
you. Well,
a
think
point
about
because
it,
he
though.
actually answered with a bit of
Yeah, I
reason.
mean, cats, they want to do everything on their own terms. They turn their nose up at everything. They would literally look at you like you're shit. Yeah.
What's
it's-
going to be the next question? What color does the number 9 taste like?
But can I throw in an argument here? Llamas
Shut
spit.
up.
They do spit,
Llamas spit
but
at people. So
only
they
when
are-
they've
no,
won it, Jake.
only when provoked. I've got a group of friends
Well-
called the Llamas, and I love them, and they are the
They're
most
all real.
loveliest ladies ever. So it's not llamas, it's cats.
Okay. Well, that's this debate. And listen, if there's any more cheek, I will deduct points. So,
That's right. She
Don't kiss me cheek with these questions.
question number 4. If you mix Mentos,
Fiona,
Coke,
is that a
what
ghost?
happens?
This one time, a band
James?
camp-
It produces a little chemical reaction where it explodes up and fizzes up the coke.
Okay. Any?
Just give me the point.
That is the correct answer. It explodes in foam.
he didn't say that.
Yeah.
Is it? No.
I said it causes
Well-
a chemical reaction where it fizzes
No,
up.
but that's not one of the. She gives you. Is it A, B, or C?
Danny, you-
and that wasn't the
Danny, you just
response.
got a point for saying that a cat
No.
would be a rude person. So go and fuck off.
No.
I knew this week it would throw some.
Oh.
Wow.
don't really
Okay,
get
moving
it.
on. Last question. There's still time to get more points and try and steal the crown from James, but let's see. Question number 5. Which of these is a real phobia? A. Zombophobia is a fear of zombies. B. Anatidophobia, a fear that a duck is watching you. Danny?
It's A, zombophobia.
I'm sorry, Danny. That is not the right answer. Guys, do you want to listen to the rest of the answers?
No, I'm going
Yeah.
to jump straight in. I'm going to go. I'm not even going to hear C and D. I'm going to go for C.
He's fucking got it, isn't he?
Oh, you can't
Okay.
do that.
I can. I just
C was clownophobia, a fear of clowns, and that is not the right answer. So, Jake, this
Come on.
gives you a draw with James this week. If you get this, you need to get this.
I've
Anyway.
got 50-50.
Okay, so do you want to hear them all?
Yes, please, yeah.
So A is zombophobia, fear of zombies, which Danny said, and it's wrong. B is anatidophobia, is fear that a duck is watching you. C, clownophobia, fear of clowns, which James had answered, and that is wrong. Or D, textophobia a fear of texting?
Oh,
So you've got two options there from.
All right, don't be spilling it out.
I'm
From.
gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Jake,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna
for
have to push you for an answer.
Well, let me answer then.
All right.
Ooh, sassy.
I'll take points if there's any change.
Greg.
Mm.
I'm gonna go for D.
I
Textophobia.
reckon it's the duck.
Oh, Jake!
It's the
no,
duck.
that's wrong.
Yes.
It's the answer is B. Anatophobia. Yes, it's from a joke, but people claim it's real. It's a fear that the duck is watching you. So James takes the lead
Again.
again. Sorry,
I think we need
guys,
to get like a guest on to just play you.
yeah,
And just
To
play
knock
you.
him out.
Joey need. I've been trying to reach out. I won't say who, but one of the chasers. That would be a great guest.
I was just about to say we need to get like a chasers kind of thing.
Yeah, I've been
What the
reaching-
hell?
I've been trying.
Well,
so
we
let's
can't
see.
get the governess because you pissed out of her in one of the episodes previously.
Nobody mentioned the governess, and I said, "Is she not on the chase?" That was it.
You did.
Oh,
I said Sarah
Well-
Sanders when we went to the thing, and you went, "No, it's like the governess."
Yeah, the governess. You said, "Yeah, she's the governess," and I said, "Is she not the one from the chase?" Yeah, we'd love to get you on, governess.
We love you.
well done, James. Yet again, sorry to congratulate you, but that's all for this week's quiz. I hope you enjoyed it home and played along and enjoyed some of the crack and fun. Until next time.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. It's time for confessionals. If you have any stories that you'd like to submit in anonymously, please email us. Meet at inthemiddlepodcast.co.uk or hit us up on Instagram and DM us at podcast.meetinthemiddle. So without further ado, are we ready for our first confessional?
So ready.
We
Yes.
are.
Okay. A few hours after having my second baby, when I was on the postnatal ward, I needed to fart. And I thought it was going to be a quiet one. I leaned over slightly, but it was not quiet at all. It was so loud that it woke 3 newborn babies.
Oh no!
That wasn't embarrassing enough. I couldn't help but giggle like an immature child. That'd be the ultimate shame, where your fart is that loud that it's followed up by 3 screaming, crying babies.
Again,
I would-
like noxious gases. That's harmful to
I'd be
babies.
raging. If I just got my baby down to sleep in that ward and some woman's fucking bent over and I would be absolutely raging. And then my babies woke up.
It was so
Then you got
bad
the
that
breath
in
even
your
those like
farts.
paper curtains just wafted.
Like a Newton's
I'd be
cradle.
fuming.
Oh, right, flashbacks.
You'd be
Those poor
raging.
babies.
Hush, little baby. You'd be raging.
Hush, little baby. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Farty lullaby.
Right, we've got another one here. This is a little bit of an awkward encounter. I went for a spa day with a friend where we both had treatments in the same room. That sounds familiar. We've done that
It does,
massage.
yeah.
Yep.
My friend was having a back massage, so she was told to take off the top half of her clothing. I stripped off naked and lay
Right.
face down, only to be asked to get dressed again and lay on my back, as all I was getting was a facial. Safe to say, my face was red like a tomato for the entirety of said facial.
Why was she stripped
How
completely?
did
Why-
she forget she was getting a facial?
But still, you wouldn't just get completely stark bollock naked, would you?
Unless she was
In
thinking
some
she was getting a different
massage
type of
places you
facial.
do.
Not for a facial.
Yeah, there's some.
Did the guy or the woman that was doing it ask her to remove her sock, or did she just remove?
No, she just removed it, and then the masseuse came in, seeing her bollock naked. Well, not bollock naked, flap naked, and then asked her to put her clothes back on. You're just getting a facial.
Yeah, but she probably thought she was going to have a massage and then finish with a facial.
Possibly. I'm trying to remember back if I've had like a massage or just a facial and having to be half
Have you ever had a facial?
dressed or not. Stop being dirty. Get your mind out of the gutter. But yes, I have had a spa facial.
Is that in the shop spa?
Is that a common name in Belfast?
What?
Spa.
I'm not even going to go there. Move on.
We're going down a
Jesus
dark hole.
Christ.
Where do you get these
Okay.
from? Jesus.
Right, here's the last one. He's ready. I'm a massive fan of Toy Story. I grew up with all the films, etc., and managed to get my hands on all of the toys.
Oh,
They have stayed with me up until university, and they are currently placed on my shelf above my bed. Anyway, this one particular night, I managed to pull this hot blonde girl, who I then got back to my room and began to consummate with. Oh, this fella's posh.
consummate.
Oh no.
Consummate, yeah. So she was so dirty, I felt a little bit useless as she was really going for it. After 2 rounds, I was feeling a little limp. However, managed to get a semi. So for the 3rd round, she tried to go on top to stimulate even more. But she soon stopped and told me I was limp. However, she then leans over to me and seductively whispers in my ear, "Fuck me with Mr. Potato Head."
Oh
I'm-
my god.
I've never been more disgusted in my life.
Lord Jesus.
I told her to get her clothes back on and leave. She was fit, but I will never accept such blasphemy towards a Toy Story character. At least he stuck to his guns. He knew his morals and he stuck to them.
Oh
I
my
thought you were going to say
God.
Woody.
Fuck me.
Woody.
Woody? Woody,
Probably
Woody.
would have got more wood with Woody.
She probably went home and
I've
whipped
got a
out
little
Buzz
confession
Lightyear.
though. I have got a buzz in the loft. I've still got mine from when the first one came out.
No, don't be talking about anything else there, Jake. What else buzzes
No.
in your drawer?
What's like you? What are you on about?
That's just my phone.
Let's see if I was that girl and I'd seen all of that Toy Story stuff, that would have put me right off because I would have felt like I'm in a kid's
Same.
bedroom.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
this
you
is,
got it all on display.
mean-
like I say.
No,
this was his dorm too. He was in college.
Oh, so he took it.
no.
Yeah, that's what he
Was
said.
he the real life Andy?
All right, Andy. Yeah, I was just about to say. All right, Andy, all your collection.
I've never tried it, but apparently, if you're in Disneyland or Disney World, one of the two, and you see one of the actors dressed up as a character from Toy Story, if you shout "Andy's coming," they'll all
they all
freeze on the spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that. But I
Oh.
also dare any of our listeners to go up to one of the characters and go, "Fuck me with Mr. Potato Head," and see what happens.
Jake?
Yeah, that's a lifetime ban from Disney World, then I reckon.
Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Eh? That is not right.
And that's it for confessionals and the end of this episode 64. Thanks everyone for
Yeah.
listening, and we'll catch you again next week. See ya.
See you.
See ya, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, there's plenty more where that came from.
So hit subscribe and don't miss the next Unhinged Confessional.
And hit that bell icon and turn on notifications. Trust me, next week's episode is wild.
Are you still here? Click that video already. You know you want to.